I remember when Bernina added the Creative Consultant to the computerized machines. And on the Bernina 880, it really is a wonderful tool to use, but I realize so many people don't use it. So it's the picture of the dress form, so touch it to start. The first screen you get to is 12 different fabric choices. Now, there's a few of them that I'm like, well, what is that one? Remember, you could always use the question mark, touch an icon at any time throughout this machine, and we'll give you a definition of what that symbol means. Oh yes, pile fabrics. Anything with fur or velvet, corduroy, all land in this particular category. So let's say, well, let's pick it. Let's say we're working on some corduroy, and now we're telling the machine what technique we're doing. So obviously this is a seam, an overcast, a blind hem, buttonhole, zipper, decorative stitch, or is this considered applique? Yes, applique options. So here's why these are so important, because if you actually pick a buttonhole, it's going to recommend a stitch, one of the buttonhole stitches, a needle, some thread, which foot, do I need to cord it, because we did pick a buttonhole, and do we need stabilizer? But watch this, as soon as you touch the green check mark, you might get a few other things that have been adjusted for you. So first off, it's picked 51 as our buttonhole, that would be the best one. But look over here, there is a foot pressure that has adjusted. Now, I don't know if I would have adjusted that foot pressure. I probably would have just forgotten about it and not changed it, but it's feeling like a little lighter pressure would be more appropriate for that particular fabric. And look at the tension. It dropped it down even further than a normal buttonhole tension. It brought it down to 1.5. Beautiful. It is all set and ready to use. Let's go ahead and go back and choose another fabric. Let's just do a cotton fabric. And watch this. This one's a fun one too, because if I choose a zipper, it's going to tell us what stitch, obviously a straight stitch, and a zipper foot number 4D that comes with this machine. Touch the green check mark. It is going to also move the needle over to the far right side. How brilliant! Because if it had left the needle in the center, it would have hit the foot and broke. So it's already done a lot of the extra steps for me. I bet if I pick putting in a zipper for a stretchier fabric, again, I'd probably have a adjustment for the pressure of the foot, but all these different fabric choices can be chosen. So there's denim, there's stretch fabric, there's heavier stretch fabric, there is leather, there is lace. This one is, it looks like a fake fur or imitation fur. I love it. That's all been preset. So every one of these settings, as you pick a straight stitch, let's do this. This is a heavy cotton fabric or woven fabric. On a straight stitch, will probably adjust the stitch length longer. Yes, it did. And it did adjust the pressure and adjust the tension just slightly from the normal settings. So anytime that you're working on fabric that you're not sure of, please use the Bernina Creative Consultant for all your settings that you might not even know that you needed.